But anything that I know about him, okay, anything I know about him, his family, where they're from, I learned on Google. Okay, I'm back. Child, listen, it's sad. It's really sad. And it breaks my heart when I see, and I know men who have children, but it's something about the mom. It's like, it has nothing to do with the mother. It's all about the child. Like, you laid down, you had this child, you knew the mother was the way she was. What's your excuse now? Okay? But, like, I went upstairs just to, like, freshen up, and I was thinking about it, where, like, I have memories of this man coming to my house, right? As a teenager. I remember my mom and I got into a fight, and he just happened to pass by. And I guess she told him, you know, talk to her because she's acting up or whatever. And then he gonna come talk to me. I'm like, yo, you don't live here. You know? Like, you do not live here. You don't live here. You don't pay no bills here. You don't even give me money. You don't live here. So you have no say in how I'm behaving. None. Because you think you're going to tell me because they told me that you belong. No. Hell no. It was that moment he knew that I really didn't give a shit. Like, and I was, what, 15? Nah. And I'm gonna be honest, like I already said it. I'm a very emotional person. I wear my heart on my sleeves. A lot of things affect me, and I just try my best to move forward. But in that moment with him, I'm done with him. That man just, there's no respect there. There's none. He got into an argument with me once, and then he's gonna say, oh, you're just like your sister. You're stubborn. I was like, I don't know her. I wouldn't know. And then he's like, you're just like my wife. You're stubborn. Newsflash, your wife's not my mother. Like, how dare you disrespect my mother? No. And that's another thing. He can never in his life ever come to me and try to tell me anything about my mother. Nothing. You know why? My mother's never said anything bad about him, ever, to me. She's never said that. She's also encouraged a relationship with him. But she's also told me to be cautious because she had her experiences with him. And other people have experiences with him. Listen here, child, okay? There's one guy that I know, me and him are cool. Like, we're super cool. Like, he gonna be my husband one day. Message. Oh, child, whatever. So anyways, he works with Roach. And he's like, yo, that man is crazy. He walk around here thinking people are afraid of him, child. Welcome to my world. Like, but this is to show you, like, there's so many people that know me. And my friend even said to me, he's like, I didn't even know that was your Roach. Right? I was like, yeah. People that I went to school with know this man very well. They're like, I didn't even know that was your Roach. I was like, yeah, that's my Roach. Child. But anyways, I think, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I do know that should I be blessed with children, I would want them to be with a man, a partner that I love and care and cherish for. But if that relationship doesn't last, I would want that man to be in a relationship with his children, no matter his relationship with me. I mean, if we gotta go to the courts to get things lined up, we could do that. But I personally don't think the courts should have to tell you that you should be taking care of the child. I'm not going to hold this child hostage. However, I'm not going to let the child go into an environment that's not healthy for them. And I think a lot of people miss that portion of it, because if you as a man, let's just say for argument's sake, my mom was butt crazy and you feared for my life, Do you not do something about that? Do you not go to the courts? Do you not say, listen, I think she's better off here or whatever? That's not what's happening. I can't speak for everyone, but in my situation, my mom was not crazy. My mom is well educated. She is a highly educated woman, okay? She's just a troll. Just the other day, my mom sent me something and she was like, bye, Felicia. I'm like, yo, stop, okay? Stop. Just stop. But you see what I'm saying? Like, there is nothing, no one, anyone, anything can stop you from taking care of said child. And sometimes the courts don't work, the system, whatever the case is, and I cannot speak for other people's experiences. But from my experience, a lot of people aren't trying to have these relationships with these kids because it's like, okay, you know what my question was? If you were never married, right? And I was the firstborn, random woman, firstborn, would I even know any of these people? Or would it still be the same? Like, I feel like it's a character flaw. I feel like that's who he is. Like, he's just like, what's the word? He ain't shit. That wasn't the word that I was looking for, but that's the one that came to mind. Like, he told my brother, who's never met me a day in life. I mean, I met him now and we have a relationship, but he told him that she's rude and she's disrespectful when all this man wanted was my telephone number so that he could get to know his little sister. Like, I really can't. I can't. Okay. I think that's it. I don't have much to say about him. I spoke about his wife and whatever. I don't know his family. I don't know anybody in his family. You know what's funny? How old was I? Early 20s, when I was really trying to have a relationship with this man. I was Googling him. And then apparently his family had a family reunion, okay? And they did a family tree. And I looked at this tree and it brought on, you know, grandparents, like grandparents, and then him and whatever, right? Whatever. Apparently, I think he's an only child as well. That explains a lot. Oh my God. But anything that I know about him, okay? Anything I know about him, his family, where they're from, I learned on Google. Okay? And then it came down to him, right? His section. So it's him and his wife. And then they had 3 little branches. And they had the 3 children. And then they had a little note saying that such and such was his only daughter. Right? Nah, he got 2 more. As early 20s, that messed with me because I was just like, yo, how are they gonna deny my entire existence? I'm telling y'all, when y'all have these fairy tale stories, give us the ratchet version, okay? Give us the version where you and your man ain't good and he went out and you stepped out and one of y'all got pregnant, somebody pregnant. Like, hello? Like, give me that version. Don't give me this, oh, we live happily ever after bullshit. Like, no. He got 2 kids, okay? Outside of your 3 kids. And here's the joke. The eldest is the eldest, okay? The brother I speak to is the second eldest. His daughter is the last for his wife, okay? And then here comes gorgeous moi. I'm on to here because I'm after her. And this middle child and my sister are pretty much the same age. So he a hoe. Out here thinking that this man is all faithful. You know he's not faithful to you. This man goes out roaming the streets trying to pick up chicks. Like, I'm surprised. Yo, I would not be surprised if there's more of us. Like, I really wouldn't be surprised. This is just what I know of. You know what I mean? My brother said he spoke to him and asked him if there was any more. And he said no. But I don't know if he was feeling guilty why he told my brother. But he said we were having a serious conversation and I questioned him about it and I asked him about it and I was like, okay. I mean, the scary part about it is that my brother and I look alike. Like, alike. I'm the male version of him. It's just weird. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know if I wanted things to be different. Like as a child I wanted things to be different, but I don't know if now if they were different if I'd be who I am. Like I'd probably have a whole set of other issues happening. You know what I mean? So for me, it's just one of those things where it's like you live, you learn, you realize what you want, what you don't want for your life. And for me, I don't want no man like him. Now, all the men that I've had have been like him. So going forward, I don't want no man like him. I don't want no man like him. I don't want no friends like him. I do not want anything that remotely resembles this man. Someone told him once, it was in my presence, I think it was my uncle or someone, I don't remember. I said to him that when you get sick and when you're dying, she's going to be the only one that's going to look at you. I don't know how true that statement is right now. Back in the day, probably. Now, I don't know. I don't know. You might have to call your other children. Oh my gosh, this is the second story time that just got me so upset. Like, and for me, it's not about being over it or anything. I can't, I have his DNA running through my veins. Do you get what I'm saying? So I cannot change that. I can't change anything about that, nor do I want to. But I can change how I respond to things in regards to him, or how I behave in regards to him. I'm not a little girl anymore. I'm not your side piece. I'm your whole child. Listen, I can't, okay? I really can't. The last ex-boyfriend was just a mess. The one before that was a whole mess. All the ones in between, they weren't boyfriends, but they were all a mess. I don't understand, like, definitely daddy issues, for sure. Definitely been chasing a ghost, for sure, because he is a ghost in my life. Because he ain't never been there. I cannot, listen, you know how some people have stories that when they say, my father took me to something? I don't have that. I never had that. I never will. Ever will. 1 year, he was just out here walking the streets telling people, this is my big daughter. No, I'm not. I'm like, since when? Like, but do you see, this is the thing that I'm saying. Like, people don't understand. Like, you do what you do for your selfish reasons, but it also affects another human being. And that's the part that I don't like. And I mean, I guess he's living in his karma with her, but I'm out here just trying to figure life out and just navigate away from the negative energy and all that stuff. So I don't know. But I didn't even sip my water this entire time. But honestly, I think that's it for this story time. I don't know if I covered everything. Most of you don't know this story. I know some people are watching it, are my friends, and some people are new to me as a person. The only other person that's watching this that knows this story would be my best friend. And she'll tell me if I missed anything. Because I don't know. There's just so much bad memories, like so many bad memories, that I don't know if I caught all of them. Okay, but that's it. I think this was therapeutic for me, because now the whole world essentially will know a little more about me. We could always talk about boyfriends and friendships and stuff like that, but as it relates to family and this close, it's a bit tough. Like, I was contemplating if I was gonna do it or not, because I didn't want it to seem like I'm trying to bash anyone, but I'm really not, and I'm also not trying to protect anyone. So for me, this is just my truth. Yeah, this is my truth. This is how I feel, how I felt. And hopefully this can help someone, because maybe you are dealing with the same thing and you don't know how to navigate away from it. You know what I did? I stopped speaking to him. I really did. After he disrespected me, there was nothing else there. He treated me like I was some random person on the street. And for that, amongst all the other things, I can't forgive that. You have no respect or regard for me as your child. So I have nothing to give you. I am paying you dust. Okay, let me wrap up. Like, I keep talking. So anyways, but no, that's it for this story time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.